Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Day, and we're bringing you the gift. And it's not the gift of Christ, it is the gift of the top 50 longest running ads from the top 50 brands. Whether we go through all of them, we will see, but we will definitely go through the first top 25 of them. Carson, are we ready for this episode? Are we
I'm
ready?
ready, dude. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's the last episode of 2025. This is week 16. So we've been doing this for a while now. I think, 3 months at this point?
Mate, it
4
feels like
months?
yesterday, doesn't it? It feels like
It
yesterday we filmed
does.
the first episode.
Does. But
My
we
goodness.
wanted to, before we get into it, we wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been watching and supporting. We really appreciate it. We're not going anywhere. We're excited for 2026. I
Mate,
think we've got a lot of cool stuff coming, a lot of cool guests. And today's
yes.
episode should be a little bit more fun, so we can kind of break down these ads and why we think they're doing well, and go through all the good stuff. But I'm pumped, dude.
Mate, similar. And I think actually as well, when me and Carson started this, we made it very clear to ourselves that we wouldn't be one of these podcasts that kind of do 5 episodes and then stop posting. We will be posting every week, no matter what, right? Birthdays, Christmas Day, we'll pre-record if we have to. We were always going to be here every week. So if you want your ad stuff about your psychology, about how to scale your paid more, this is the place to be.
That is the
This is the
place
place
to
to be.
be. The
It
place to be,
is.
and it's only going to get better. Without further ado, let's get into this end of 2025 and Christmas episode, breaking
Yes.
down some of the longest running ads from the top brands.
Yes. So we're going to start with Your Heights. This is a UK brand. They are scaling like mad. They say they support some of the biggest celebrities in the UK, and I really want them to be on this list because their ads are absolute masterclass. Right. So looking at the two ads that you can see on your screen, I'm going to start. I'll focus more on the one on the right, and maybe Carson, you can focus more on the left one. Is that
Yeah.
okay with you? So the reason why I like the right one more, well, not more, but the reason why I think the right ad's been running a long time is the benefit bundling as the hero. And what I mean by that is they're framing it, they're framing the purchase as it feels like a system, not a supplement, right? That makes sense. And I think that's a really smart way of doing it because it makes people not think they're buying one product, they're buying into a system, a new belief system. And that's what they're bringing with the sleep and energy bundle.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
just an offer, it's selling the outcome of sleep and energy in one conglomerate thing, right? So you get all of this, yes, for discounted, that's great, but it's going to give you sleep and energy when you use it all.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And again, it's very clever as well that most DC brands know this. The game right now is perceived value, and they're throwing in the free sleep mask. Also, as well, I like the packaging. It's very sensual and it's easy to recognize, and that's really important. You haven't got much. You haven't got many. You haven't got much. Yeah. Carson, what do you think of the ad on the left?
Dude, I have seen this format crush recently. So for those who don't know, like, this is a news headline format, and whether it's always real or not, this one is. I know that, but I know, like, some of them you can just put it as if it's a news headline article release, and make it so that it's benefit driven, or calls out a specific thing. But this format's been crushing. It's a great way to make something look organic. I think that's a great reason why it does well. But it also it's big on social proof, right? So they were
Mhm.
the lady they used is the head of nutritional research, and obviously the Sunday Times is great social proof as well. But I was less inclined to doom scroll and felt more productive. So they're selling a dual aspect theory here of, you're not just gonna, scroll less and consume less, but you're gonna be more productive in the stuff you want to do. Now, one thing I would do to make this better is probably use a quote or add something else on, maybe change the headline a little bit of, what does more productive look like? Instead of
Mm.
just more productive, I would pull something that was like, I was creating more content instead of doom scrolling, or I was finishing tasks in 45 minutes, whatever it might be.
Mm.
But
Totally agree.
other than that one thing, I think, like, this is a great ad. It's got the lady in there, shows the pills just to call out the product.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then just to add on to that as well, I think what's very clever about this ad and something that people need to understand is the great psychological principle called it basically it's the intention gap bias. And what it is that a lot of people they, they'll want to do something, but they don't time it to a certain time or thing. What's very clever about this is the use of doom scroll, right?
Mhm.
It's like the Snickers ad, right? You're not you when you're hungry, right?
Yeah,
It ties it to an intention. So when it's doom scrolling, you're going, oh, next time I doom scroll, you'll think of your heights. So it's a
exactly.
very clever way of doing that.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the other two ads they're running at the moment. I mean, look, Carson, which one do you want to take? I'll take the other.
I'll take the one on the left this time. So this one, I mean, classic contrast effect, us versus them. Busy moms on the go, right? They're always tired. They are super, they're very, I guess the emoji on the left could be emotional, like it's an emotional roller coaster. And then they're stressed out, they're crying, whatever it might be. There's always some sort of like doom and gloom, right? And that's why the left is grayscaled and they're only using emojis, because you can kind of put that together with your brain. That is the dual aspect theory. By they make you feel through pictures and words, so you can actually feel those emotions. And then the right, vitals by height. This is like their specific product. You just go straight line to strength, energy, and happiness, right? So and they give you a simple callback. So this is very bottom of funnel focused for people who maybe aren't aware of the superiority of the product, but it's a great way to convert. And I assume this one's probably been crushing.
Absolutely crushing. Absolutely crushing. And also as well, what I love about it is it's a very, I mean, you've said this already, but I just really want to double down on this, is it's very visual. Right?
Yes.
The user or the consumer can understand very clearly, essentially, even if there was no words at all on the ad, they can very clearly see that one line, you want to go from A to B as quickly as possible in life, right? So they can see it. I think that's really important. And then on the ad on the right, and look, your best ads are clearly choosing a persona to go after, right? Since I hit my 50s, right? This is life stage targeting. This is done very, very well, right? And what I love about this as well, it's kind of since I hit my 50s, plus the busy mums on the go positioning, this, it's very clever because it's looking at this age related energy drop and data functionality. It's a clever ad. It's also very UGC, feels very native in the feed, but these are very deliberately done because they're trying to make it believe that this is a very organic post. This is very paid. This is very deliberate what they're doing here. It looks very native to an Instagram story. Very top. It's a top-notch ad. It's why it's been in the ad account a long time. Yeah, that's a great ad.
Yeah, it's great. I love that it's just. I have a client too who they have a lot of UGC looking ads, and they're just statics, but they're great. They do really well.
They cook. They cook. So the next brand, Huel, very big brand in the UK. They've just expanded to America now. They're expanding over there. But look, I mean, what ad do you want to take here, Carson?
I'll take the right.
Oh, I'll take the left. Okay, do you want to go first?
No, you got it.
Okay, perfect. So look, meet your GLP-1 companion, right? The reason why this ad is very clever in my opinion, right? It's piggybacking off a cultural moment, right? P and fiber and everything is all in the zeitgeist right now. It's where, we'll go on to Groons in a second. That's what they're currently targeting. It's quite a big targeting word of this year. And I think it will continue into next year. And basically, this is very clever because they don't need to explain what GLP-1 is. People that are using GLP-1 will understand this. And they'll also know the problems that GLP-1 is causing them. And the fact that it's being targeted as a companion, it makes the product feel less like a product, but more like a friend to help you. It's a very clever way of making people feel something from an ad. Yeah, that's kind of my analysis on that one. Anything to add on that?
That's been a big one I've seen recently. One of my clients is running something similar to this, but it's also not attacking. It's piggybacking, like you said, off of an identity of people who know or are using GLP-1s or Ozempic. I've seen a lot of brands try to tie themselves into that as like something to help you if you're taking Ozempic or GLPs, whatever it might be, and you don't have to skip meals. You get your nutrition fast. Like it's tied to a very specific thing. And as we always say, specificity kills. It's so much better than being vague. And I'm while the headline is like not my favorite, I still think it does the job. But yeah,
Yeah.
great one there. On the right.
Yeah, I agree. No, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say on the right, I really do like this headline. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. That's a common misconception with people is, and this is heavily
Mm.
piggying on the cognitive dissonance theory. So like people have a common belief that when you get older, you get weaker. Huel is saying here that just because you get older doesn't mean you need to get weaker. If you take Huel, you can avoid that. So it creates a lot of dissonance between belief and reality when you take Huel. And it's got a couple benefits laid out there, but this one, I really like this one.
Yeah. And also, just need to add on that as well. What I love about it is, again, it's a billboard format. They've been thrashing it. It's again the power of AI. Companies have access to be able to do this more. This is something. This is not a trend that's going away anytime soon.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm a fan of this ad as well, it's how it reframes aging from a loss into agency, right? You know, um, it's clever. It's a very clever ad.
It's awesome. Love this one.
Ooh,
I
both
think we should
both of these
skip
have it.
these.
We can skip them because they're basically the same, but
Yeah.
fundamentally, it's a
Yeah.
numerical anchor. 40 grams
Yeah.
of protein. It's very clever. The numbers are doing all the heavy lifting here.
Yeah. And that's very bottom of funnel focus, but
Yeah,
nothing too
100%.
much. Groons, let's get into these.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to choose the one on the right because I'm going to be difficult. Happy to do the one on the left? It's
Yeah,
not much to
on the one on
analyze.
the left. So the one on the left is us versus them. It's calling out AG1. You can see the bottle, and a little A at the bottom. So it's pretty much just honestly, it's just contrast effect all over again. Why Groons is better. They have 6 grams of fiber instead of 2 grams of fiber. And if you see this out on the right, that headline in a different ad, you'll understand why the 6 grams of fiber is better. You have better poops. Pretty simple, straightforward. I assume it's probably doing well bottom of funnel. But yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah. And then look, just to add on to the on the ad on the right as well, looking at that. I mean, look, better poops in just 5 days, right? The fact that it's so in the weeds, it's embarrassingly specific. And I think that's what signals the truth from
Yeah.
an ad. And also then this is a classic like social media testimonial ad in the sense of very big headline, love a bit of social proof. And again, really, again, when you're looking at ads, you're looking to make your own ads, or you use me in casting, of course, as well as an option. You really want to look at like what the little details are adding. The fact they're actually showing you the product, what it looks like outside the packaging, is such a big play. But some people want to know what it's actually going to look like, and the fact they've got the little bears around is beautiful. Big fan of the 20,000 5-star reviews. It's fantastic. It's a very good social proof ad. You will not go wrong with that. It's fantastic.
And it adds a little poop emoji to give you a little bit more of a visual in case you need it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wow. I mean, I chose last time. You can choose this time.
I'll take the one on the right this time.
Okay, fine. But you get to go first, there. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So Ozempic's new bestie. So this is a headline I've seen from them in a lot of different formats. I've seen it in Apple Notes. I've seen it in benefit calls, whatever. Similar to what Huel was doing. I think Groons actually started this first. But they're basically piggybacking off of the same thing of like, if you're taking Ozempic, this will help you with your nutrition and your vitamins and still getting, things inside you that will help you lose weight. And it just shows the call outs there of like 21 vitamins and minerals, 1 gram of carbs, 6 grams of fiber, and no sugars, right? So it's just showing the product, telling you what it's there to help you with, and pretty simple and straightforward.
And the one on the left. So, do you carry the MTHFR gene? Now, again, why this ad's quite clever is because the fact that I don't know what it means also makes it a curiosity opener, right? It's playing into the curiosity gap. Essentially, it's, oh, do I have this thing that I don't know of, right? There's a massive trend right now, it's been going on for a couple of years, where people are basically becoming their own doctors and diagnosing themselves with anything they think they have, right? I think that plays quite well into this insight of, because even you know what this is and you're going to be very intrigued by it, or you don't know what it is and you'll want to click on it, right? I can guarantee for a fact that ad will send them to a landing page that talks more about that gene.
See,
Right.
that's what I was gonna say, because I think if you run this ad, like I have no idea what this is, and I have no idea what methylated vitamins are. So like I would need to be like I would be classified as unaware for this audience. I would need a landing page or something in the ad at least to give me more information of what these are and what they feel like and what I'd be struggling with. in order for me to convert off of this. I think this is probably a top of funnel play. And it's
Yeah, it has to
also
be. But
targeting
the
people
landing,
with
yeah, has to
whatever
be.
this vitamins are. So it could be very just top of funnel, send them to the right landing page, and educate them a little bit more.
I mean, look, actually, talking about bit of a throwback, the episode with Vince with his underwear brand. This could be a very clever ad to him in the sense of talking about did something around the lines of do you carry this particular thing or something about like your
Yeah.
balls being in like cheap like pants for that many hours. That could be a really clever play
Yeah.
there. Because again, the whole point
Yeah.
of this
Vince,
ad,
if you're
right?
watching, steal that.
Take notes. Take that. But it's a diagnosis
There you go.
curiosity, and I feel like for him that was a big problem. People don't know they need to solve the problem that they have. Anyway, throwback. Oh, I love this brand.
David.
No. Oh no, there's been a mix up. There's been a mix
David
up.
and Wild.
No,
Let's see. What's the
God.
next one? The next one's just David. So
It's fine. It's fine. We'll run with it.
let's skip. We can skip this one. Let's do these two.
Are the ad good for ad fellows, right? We're not when these podcasts. We're going to hide the mistakes. We own them and embrace them. I'll put my hands up and say, "Well, that's my fault." I apologize.
I'll take the one on the left. Do you want to take the one on the right?
You bastard. Fine. Go. Okay. Cool. Go.
All right. I love this ad for them. Just because it's so simple. It's just the calories, the protein, and the sugar contents of David bars with pictures of like all of their different SKUs. And the headline is what does the most work here. Discipline never tasted this good. So really what they're saying there, this is an example of metonymy, which is where a shorthand term stands in for a literal term. It's supposed to say protein never tasted this good. But if you're trying to lose weight or get fit or stay fit or whatever, you are a disciplined person. So discipline is a stand-in word here for never tasted, or for protein, or health, whatever you want to pick. But it's a great way to show the type of person somebody is and the fact that they do have discipline or maybe want to. And then the protein bar is the solution to that discipline, right? It keeps you from eating shit and helps you maintain your health with great macros.
Yeah. And just to add on to that as well, what I love about this ad is it makes the restraint feel aspirational, which is really important.
Yeah.
Because it's in my opinion, the best ads come from an insight, and the insight here is that a lot of people, when they're going for their fitness goals, they feel like they have to restrain themselves from certain things, and the fact that they're positioning their brand as a discipline is a luxury is very clever.
Yes. Yep.
And then the one on the right, well, this is an interesting one for me to do, a bit of a context switch. So this is Wild. And yeah, look, the reason why I like this ad, it's basically a kind of UGC kind of first-hand using the product, right? I would say this is very, very bottom of funnel, probably the most bottom funnel ad you'll see in the sense of, because if you have no idea what Wild is, you don't know what the hell she's doing or they're doing. But with that, if you do know the product, you know exactly what they're doing, it's using it, they understand, what does it actually look like? Again, very similar to the Grooms ad I was talking about. There is so much power in just showing people what it actually looks like out of the packaging. Anyway, that's my analysis on that one.
Yeah. One thing I would improve with this is the text for refillable. That at first is hard for me to make out and read. I would probably keep everything the exact same and just change the font. It's such a small thing, but like for me, that's hard for me to read.
I would just do the Instagram one. I would do like the Instagram, like the black and white box text.
Yep.
I would do something like that. Make it very IG native. That would do really well, actually. A good point there from Newcastle about changing that. I agree.
All right, we'll skip these ones.
What are we on to next? We should be on to Magic Mind.
I'll take the one on the left. You get the one on the right. But this is, I mean, it'll be pretty simple, right? Like this is a just straight bottom of funnel offer ad, 58% off of 58% off plus free sleep shots. So nothing too crazy, nothing really at play other than just here's the offer, go ahead and buy now and get better sleep, whatever. I would for them add like a benefit CTA to where they sell the outcome, but other than that it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. And then onto my ad. I mean, look, what I really want people to take away from this document is you're going to see a lot of ads or recurring themes. And we've seen this is a billboard ad, out of home advertising, very similar to Huel's Play. So the reason why I like this ad, and the big reason is outsmart the holidays. It's creating the external villain that is stress and chaos. And I think what both these ads do very well is kind of create urgency within them. And it also makes you kind of feel like there's a bit of insider privilege as well. And what I mean by that is you kind of feel like a sense of you're seeing something you shouldn't be seeing. It feels too good to be true, which is often quite a clever play, in my opinion. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I think about the ad on the right.
I also love the fact that they say all mental performance shots. So it's like it gives you more than just sleep or one or the other. It's just mental performance. So no matter what you choose, you're going to be enhancing your cognitive ability. But yeah, this is great. Loop earplugs.
My God. I mean, which one are you feeling here? Like, if I just showed you these ads first time ever, which one would you look at more than the other?
Honestly, dude, I'd probably look at the one on the right more and actually like try to read it, but I have seen a lot of brands try the one on the left and not a lot of I've even tried it myself. They don't really work as well. These types of like reminders app call outs. But the one on the right just speaks to me more. Maybe it's the big headline and the text, I don't know, but I think the one on the right is very, very great with just a big headline call out. 3 pairs, 1 box, and then you've got the subtext and then just the offer, right? Like these aren't anything fancy other than just they're offer based and which one is gonna convert you a little bit more. The one on the left, I think, might look a little bit more appealing to advertisers, but I haven't seen it convert well notoriously for clients of my own and also people I
No,
know.
no. Well, I think the problem is with these ads, they were very popular kind of like, what, 6, 7 months ago. But as you know, in the internet, you've got the law of shitty click-through rate, where when a creative's been done and it's the first of its kind, when everyone else copies it, you then the audience get fatigued by that creative. Not what Meta thinks fatigue is, very different. But like, and what I mean by that is, and we've seen, how many times have you seen it, mate, where people run the apology ad, we apologize,
Yes, I can't
right?
stand those because they're just like that's like marketing scam 101. People see that and they're like, bro, you apologize for nothing, basically.
Yeah, yeah. And then I agree. I agree. So, well, can you? Oh, yeah. But to the next one.
Yeah, I like these better. I like
Yeah,
these a lot
the one on
better.
the right.
The
The one on
the
the
one on
right.
the left is just an iteration of this previous one on the right. 3 pairs,
Yeah,
1 box, got the offer and stuff, but it's a great way. I love this part of it. They lay each one of them out in terms of experience, like what they're good for, and then it
yeah.
just gives
Super
simple
smart.
CTA. But this one on the right, I love. Like it gives the optionality to choose between which of the 3 you might want most, or you can try all 3 of them based off of the offer itself. And I like this one a lot.
Yeah. And again, just to add on to that as well, I think it's such a big problem that lots of brands make when they're building products and they're trying to advertise. They don't make it clear. There's a lack of clarity. The value prop doesn't make sense. What Loop have done very smart here is each product is linked to something. It's an outcome. This is for
Yes.
experience. This is for engage. This is for quiet. Right.
Yeah, and it
So when you're
shows
building,
exactly what you're gonna get from each of them, right? For quiet, you're gonna get a comfy custom fit and hear yourself
yeah,
think. For engage, you're gonna have fewer distraction and more connection, and you're gonna have more
100%.
present parenting, whatever that might be. And then experience, you're gonna have less noise, crisper sound, certified hearing protection, right? So those are fantastic job on the left.
Yeah. And then also the Tri-Loop earplugs risk-free is super smart. It's again, very simple CTA. I think this is where a lot of brands get this confused with statics, is the CTA has to match the theme and tone of the ad. If it's too aggressive, you'll see problems with that. You want it to actually, if it's an aggressive ad, the CTA needs to be aggressive, but if the ad's slightly lighter, the call to action should be lighter as well, in my view.
What do you think of the one on the right?
I've seen, it's funny, right? You're probably like me because we spend our lives in Facebook ad library. The amount of brands that I've seen copy that type of look is remarkable.
Yeah,
It's remarkable. When I see that ad, I think of Drink Breeze or Brez, sorry, straight away.
I do. Breeze, it's Breeze. It's
Breeze,
Breeze.
Breeze. I keep saying Brez. I apologize. Yeah, Drink Breeze. I mean, look, the reason why this is a clever ad is, then first of all, it's probably a format that not many people have seen and how they're laying out the information. So the packaging is quite unique and not as much as it used to be because everyone's copied it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like it to go
I
down.
like these a lot for like the consumable products. I think this is a great format for consumable products. I think you're going to have a lot of people be able to, like Groons, I know does this. They show you what each
Oh yeah, they do them. Yeah, they do that.
Breeze does this well for the amount of, drinks you consume. And then I have a client, we actually just made an ad like this for what you feel, breaking down not minute by minute, but intervals of what you're going to feel, first 30 minutes, first hour, first 3 hours, whatever it was. But yeah, this is a great format. I like it a lot.
So it's fantastic. You can't beat it. Oh,
Yep.
Space Goods.
Space
The
Goods.
kind of UK heritage of D2C, in my opinion. I mean, Space Goods,
Yeah.
I mean, look, you can't talk about the D2C space without Space Goods being in your mouth. They're a great brand. They scaled very quickly, owned by Matthew Kelly. Their team is a rock star team. I've had the privilege of getting to know some of their creative strategists quite well. I mean, look, I would love to take them on the left if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, look, bloat isn't normal. Let's fix it. Right? This is literally one of the best examples of a clear villain and solution setup. Right? It's a direct pain statement because what they've known, and I can imagine the creative strategy team, they've sat down and gone, right, a lot of our customers are talking about bloating. Bloating isn't something that should be happening. Let's fix it. And then with the fact they're showing you the ingredients as well, and then linking the ingredient, this is something that so many brands don't understand. When your product offers lots of different solutions that have lots of problems, when you're making an ad, make sure that all the ingredients linking to the bloating is the problem. Right? Does that make sense? But I feel like
Yes.
lots of brands, they'll have these products that like 12 in 1 supplements. And it's like, make
Yeah.
it very deliberate, the ingredients that you're linking to that particular pain.
Yeah.
That's my analysis on that.
I also really like it because I think the one on the left, I think they're both a little bit more bottom of funnel. The right one probably a little bit more middle, but the one on the left, people are educated enough to know that bloating comes from something you're eating, and that it starts in your stomach, and that it's the whatever you're intaking in your body, and the ingredients are the solution because they show everything that's in it, and they show exactly what is going to prevent you from bloating. So it's a very educated audience. Now the one on the right, I like this is a super good kind of lazy ad, right? It's just like a pain point question mark, and then it shows the benefits of the product, right? Soothes sensitive stomachs, improves digestion with prebiotic fiber, reduces bloating in days. Like that is super simple, and sometimes this is all you need. It really is.
I mean, look, I literally did a post today on LinkedIn about this, right? Carson said on one of our previous episodes, I'm a simple man. I like a simple headline. And there is so much power to that where I think a lot of brands, they try and say too much. And sometimes it makes sense. But in this example, bloated question mark, just
Yep.
perfect.
It's money. It's great.
It's perfect. I mean,
All right,
look, but we can move over these very quickly. But all I'm going to say is just very fast. Classic before us versus them on the right, and on the left, it's a simple checkout, like checkout
Yeah.
UI play.
Yep. Yeah.
It's just super smart as well.
I
Same
like
goes.
I like both of them. I really do. I think they're both great for their own reasons. The one on the left just looks, it's very bottom of funnel, of course. Like it's very focused on just, pull the trigger. This is what checkout looks like. This is what you're going to save, X, Y, and Z. That's it. Right. And then the one on the left, again, like Luke said, classic us versus them, just shows the pain points. And then it's like versus meet rainbow dust and shows the benefits. Right. So very
Super
simple,
smart.
very, very good.
Oh,
I don't like these at all. We should skip them. They're just super.
but we should also talk about why we don't like them.
Yes. Okay. That's a great point. All right. So Purdy and Fig here. This is a UK brand, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yes. So the reason I don't like, especially the one on the left, I don't dislike the fact that it's just a headline. That's not a problem for me. The problem is just the headline itself. Complete cleaning kit.
To whom,
Again,
for when, what time, like that we can go through it.
Like there is it doesn't even call out the products of like, why should I use this? Like what I don't care how educated you are, complete cleaning kit, like what, I don't care. I see that and I'm just like, okay, cool, like whatever. Now, the one on the right is a lot better version of it because it's showing you the offer and then it's showing multi-purpose, refillable, instant clean, no harsh toxins. That's cool. You have the call outs. It's great. I hate the one on the left. I think the headline is awful because it's just, why do I care about a complete cleaning kit if I don't need all of this, or I don't know what it is or what it does? People aren't going to always remember.
Hmm.
And
But
there's
here's the
no,
question but the question I have then, Carson, is why do you think this has been one of their longest running ads of this year?
you know what? Honestly, I think it could be
But
one
I
they
think,
just
yeah.
left on.
Mm.
I don't know if it's performing as that, how well it's performing, but either way, if also, just to preface this for people who are still watching, just because an ad is longest running doesn't mean it's doing well. It just means a brand is just keeping it on, and it could be a part of the same campaign and just, do well bottom of funnel, whatever. But it's a fair indicator in terms of what to look at. But I do not like the one on the left. I don't mind the one on the right. I think that probably is performing.
Yeah. No, and I think just to add on to this as well, I think Purdy and Fig have scaled very, very quickly, and they've got. I've seen some of their stuff with their creative team. Um, my only thinking would be that the ad on the left is just classic retargeting ad, where you've probably gone through the funnel, you've gone to checkout, and you've actually bounced, and then using that to try and get you back in. But
Yeah.
also as well, there's no
I think
CTA.
that's
There's no
probably
CTA
good.
on the ad as well. There's no
I
call
know.
to action, and
That's
it's
it.
like,
Drives me nuts. But if it's performing, then I'll shut the fuck up.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. I see what you mean. And then these ads, I mean, I don't mind the one on the left, and the reason why is because I can guarantee the ad.
like, I really
Sorry,
like the one on the left. That's a
what's the landing
great
page
top of
play?
funnel ad.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's the definition of a great landing page ad in the sense of
Yes.
they'll say to a landing page, they'll probably give you some negatives about the product, and all of a sudden they'll tell you how great it is. That is a phenomenal ad. I am so bullish
Yeah,
on these
great
types of
top
ads
of
right
funnel.
now.
That is great for unaware audiences. And the article part makes it not, one, feel like an ad, but two, I doubt they're even sending this to a purchase page. It's I bet you there is nothing there to buy from.
No, nothing.
Maybe
100%.
like a backlink or something, but I have a feeling that's just that's probably that's an ad that's probably getting a lot of spend just to bring people in.
And this is also the thing people got to understand. When you're making ads, you got to make it very clear why we're making this ad. What is the outcome we want? Because some ads are conversion heavy, and me and Carson will tell you how to approach those. But I think me and Carson will sing home till the crows come home, or whatever the saying is, right? Ads on the left are the perfect top of funnel of ads because you're trying to bring people into your ecosystem and educate them in your way of life. That is the only job of top of funnel. If you convert them, great, that's a bonus. That is a bonus. But to me, the ad on the left is a great top of funnel ad.
Yep. Dude, this was I think that's all we got time for today, but that was
One
incredible.
more, Carson. One more, Carson. We have to do one more.
One more? All right, we'll do one more. We'll
It's
do one more.
Christmas. It's Christmas.
You're right.
It's Christmas.
All right, yes, I love this one. Let's
Yes.
both take the one on the left.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So this format crushes.
Oh, it
I have
crushes.
run this for multiple brands and it crushes. It's too expensive. It's not cheap. Whatever you kind of want to go, whatever, an objection heavy headline, and it does very well with price or that the price objection, right? Like, we'll explain it a little bit more, but it dives basically deeper into the objection handling of a product. Right? If it's too expensive, sure, it's not cheap, but if it were cheap, it wouldn't have X, Y, and Z in it. It gives you all of this stuff and it will never be cheap, blah, 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 blah. And this format is fantastic.
Oh, look, first of all, it's a price objection reversal. It leans into the objection and it builds trust because using the objection. So again, if you're a product that people say it's too expensive, this is the greatest response to that claim ever.
Yep. It's
right?
phenomenal.
Because if they're complaining, you can be like, yeah, we could make it cheaper, but then you'll be missing out on all these great benefits, right? It's genius in that regard. It's absolutely genius ad. The one on the left is something where, again, you can tell why it'd be a longest running ad because I guarantee for free sale, it's probably one of their biggest objections. That people claim it's too expensive. So how do we tackle that? Come right up front and say, for example, if you've got really bad delivery times, let's say, you could maybe run an ad that says, "Hey, we apologize for our bad delivery times, but we're a family-run business and we're scaling the team out, etc., etc." Right? And we're very, and you can make lines like, "Every package we look at, we quality check. That's why it takes longer. So you never have a bad product." You turn the objection into a benefit, the bug into a feature, and that is what the ad on the left does.
Yep. It's money.
And on the right, we think about the ad on the right, and then we'll be done for today. What's that on the right? What do you think of it?
I think this one is actually pretty good because it's very ugly. And tastes like
Yeah,
vacation, feels like home. So
yeah.
this is again for the product. It's giving you like the taste is very relaxing. It's super something that's super easy to get down. You enjoy it. It's great and it feels like home. That's giving people a sense of warmth.
Mm.
And then it's just got the offer there with a simple picture of a girl drinking it and, you know, key ingredients. But yeah, I actually kind of like this one just because it's so simple and an ugly ad. Um, yeah.
100%, 100%. And, and look, I think as well, I think lots of people can overcomplicate ads. They can get really too in the weeds, and the SME and Carson love doing that as our job, and we will do it as much as possible. But there's a moment of just actually, look, hold on, let's make it really simple, make it really ugly. And I think those ads are the ones that usually absolutely print. So to finish this episode off, what is the meta pattern across all these winners? So these are my six. These are my six. I'm sorry, my five that I've come up with, right? From all the ads we've looked at, this is what I think they do really well. They reduce your thinking because they're clear, there's clarity, you know what you're buying. They anchor identity, so there's an identity being anchored, 50 plus, busy mums, etc. They answer objections early. This is too expensive. That's a great example of that. They feel emotionally safe. And what I mean by that is you feel a sense of trust in how they're laying out the packaging. And then number five, they don't rely on novelty. They're my
Yep.
five. What do you think? What's your view?
Only thing I'd add for the ones that I liked is specificity. They're very specific. They do a great job of telling you the details, whether that's audience, product, whatever. Specificity. That's my last one to add on.
Yep. Fantastic. God,
Dude.
Carson, what a Christmas Day special. Honestly.
What a Christmas special. What a great year. What a great
Mate.
podcast. It's been a pleasure doing this with you, and I'm so excited to be able to take it into 2026,
Mate,
dude.
I mean, rumors may have it that we may be doing an in-person episode next year.
The rumors might be true. The rumors might be true.
That would be an insane episode. Oh my God.
But
oh my God.
Everybody else, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. We appreciate everything, all the views, all the shares, all the likes, all the comments, everything. Thank you guys so much for the support. And we're looking forward to grow this even more in 2026.
We're going to have upgraded thumbnails. We're going to have, just trust us that everything's going to get in 10x better.
Yeah.
Everything.
But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and then also share if you know anybody that would like this. But thank you guys, and we appreciate it. We'll see you in 2026.
See you in 2026. Peace.